Yeah, I saw the Ashes of Creation stuff. Archive sent it to me. This has been a crazy disaster that just keeps on getting messier and more pathetic. What happened with Ashes of Creation? Like in general? You don't know the story, or do you mean what the new stuff is? Because here, we'll just read the article just in case people don't know the lore. Ashes of Creation, though, in a nutshell, massively successful Kickstarter campaign, and then out of nowhere in a very public blow up got taken down, what, like 4 or 5 months ago? They're like, all right, we're done here. No more Ashes of Creation after raising $3.2 million. Okay, so it was removed from Steam in February. Wow, I didn't remember being that. I thought it was a lot longer, but whatever. I thought it was a lot earlier. Watch like the first 20 seconds of the video in that article. It's insane how much money they spent on bullshit. Down here. Yeah, we'll get to it in a minute. The ensuing back and forth between former CEO Stephen Sheriff and the studio's board has made the veracity of both sides' claims difficult to verify, but following an extremely detailed report published by YouTube channel Nefas QS on April 11th, there are now more allegations flying around about how the project's funds were managed. The news report claims to have obtained and processed the entire Intrepid Studios general ledger from 2015 to 2026, which they state paints a troubling picture of a company that was on the threshold of financial death at multiple points in its history. And then it talks about the new allegations here about the lavish lifestyle. So here we go. So basically, using funds for nefarious purposes outside of making the game that they were supposed to deliver and following through on the promises.
$21,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash, $8,700.
$220,000 for DoorDash. That's diabolical. What is he ordering through DoorDash? How is that possible?
$1,000 to hire a private chef, $48,000 for historical antiques, $220,000 for DoorDash.
$220,000 for DoorDash doesn't even make sense. You'd have to be eating like every hour. Man's out here DoorDashing caviar and shit every hour on the hour. DoorDashing gold bars to my house. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that's possible. I didn't see that figure. I saw like the TCG stuff where he wasted $48,000 on trading cards and shit. And then the private chef. Why is he getting a private chef for $21K when he's still DoorDashing $220K worth of food? Is all this guy does eat? That's all he is? He's just like fucking gluttonously consuming? Just like this filthy, gluttonous man? Like Nurgle or something? Like, this is crazy. How is that possible? How does an appetite like that even exist? Because keep in mind, this is $220,000 in a relatively small period of time. This isn't over the course of like 40 years. Wow. Wow.
$8,700 for office plants, almost $16,000 for the movie theater.
What? $16,000 for the movie theater? I go to a movie every single week and I haven't spent anywhere near $16,000 in the entire time I've done like the moist meter and shit. How? What does he do? This can't be right. He would have to be seeing every single movie that's ever released for the last, like, 5 years in Dolby and IMAX. I don't get it. That's mostly food. Oh, true, yeah. Maybe he spends $16,000 at the theaters, not on tickets, but on concessions. That's a good point. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. All the limited edition popcorn buckets, you're right. Didn't even think of that. How silly of me. The guy who DoorDashes $250,000 worth of food is definitely finding other ways of wasting even more money on food at movie theaters. Holy.
$95,000 for Amazon orders, 3.5.
What was that? Oh, let me just full screen that because it's getting blocked by the embedding.
$8 million for the almost $16,220 for the movie theater, $595,000 for Amazon orders, $3.5 million for Amazon Web Services, $1.48 million for the American Express credit card, $3.9 million for multiple Chase credit cards, $102,000 for Epic Games, $21,000
Say that one more time.
Multiple Chase credit cards, 102,000 for Epic Games.
102,000 for Epic Games? Like, what does that mean? Like using their engine or their service or something? Or is he actually spending $102,000 on the Epic Games Store? I don't even think they have that many games on there that could even warrant that amount of spending. If you bought every game Epic Games has, I don't think you would spend 100K. Oh, V-Bucks. I didn't even think of V-Bucks. Son of a bitch. Oh, you're right. I didn't even consider that. How accurate are these numbers? Well, according to the article, he got a hold of like their entire financial ledger from 2015 to 2026. So I think it's probably pretty accurate. I don't know. And even before this video, there were allegations of like really crazy spending and mismanagement. So like it's entirely believable. It's not confirmed per se, but I could see it. Oh, I spoiled one of them. He spent $421 at a luxury cigar retailer. It's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, I'm getting spoilers now. Arguably one of the more serious allegations in the general ledger concerns a company named Gore Oil, which states he received $81K. Gore Oil Company was the deed owner of Sheriff and Moore's San Diego mansion, which was sold to the couple on April 11, 2020 for $4.9 million. Sheriff, who is continuing to litigate these matters in court, told Kotaku there was no misappropriation of Kickstarter funds whatsoever and that any assertions regarding a lavish lifestyle or personal misuses of company funds were categorically false. An examination of the facts through the judicial process has already revealed that the parties behind these claims orchestrated an unlawful foreclosure to take control of Intrepid's assets from the people who built Ashes of Creation, with the intent to exploit those assets for their own benefit, Sheriff said. Since the new video went live, someone has been trying to make it go away. Someone already filed a privacy complaint against the video. Just a heads up, we will be disputing it, he wrote in the comments. Someone also reported my Reddit account from a community subreddit to the admins. Huh. So interesting. I am so beyond curious if these are accurate.
$21,000 for Magic the Gathering cards, $2,200 for hot dogs, $4,200 for luxury aromas, $6,600 for Steam games, and
How do you only spend 6K on Steam versus 100K on Epic? This guy's actually a madman. This guy is clinically insane. He needs to be institutionalized. I don't even care about the $2,000 that he blew on glizzies. Don't care. Shoving them up his butt, throwing them in the trash. It's a lot of money to be spending on glizzies, but that is not nearly as offensive to me as spending 6K on Steam versus 100K on the Epic Game Store. How? How? Bro is saving up to buy Tung Sohor in Fortnite.
$49 million for office rent.
Listen, someone's stomach, your child's stomach just growled.
Classic,
Did you hear
classic.
It? Gotta listen like me. Rent is too damn high.
Those are just some of the numbers you'll be able to look at both yourself in this video and the general ledger covering over a decade of monetary transactions I'm making publicly accessible.
Ooh. You can check the ledger yourself? That adds another air of credibility to it, I would say. Wow, I have got to see how this shakes out if this is all true. That's crazy, man. Yeah, I only read, like, the article, so I missed some of these up here in the beginning. I didn't watch the video. Yeah, the whole Ashes of Creation story is a crazy one. We talked about it when it first happened, when it first got taken down, and all of the, wackiness. Don't worry, your money was spent on a glizzy. That's true. You were probably part of his hot dog fund. That was one of your backer rewards. Sheriff eats a hot dog in your honor. I don't know, man. It is very interesting that this is now publicly accessible. He's made the ledger public. It could still be bogus. It could still be incorrect data. I have no idea. I have got to see where this goes next. I am still so stunned on this right here.
Theater, 598,000 for historical antiques, 220,000 for DoorDash.
Can't get over that. I can't get over that. 220K for DoorDash. That's like that Wayfair shit back in the day where people thought they were trafficking children through the Wayfair prices because some of the furniture made no sense that people were paying or something, whatever that was. Now I kind of already forgot the details. That's like that kind of shit. Isn't it across 10 years? Yeah, I believe it's across 10 years. That's still an unfathomable amount of money. And again, 10 years is a relatively small period of time to rack up 220K in DoorDash orders. In fact, how long has DoorDash been, like, mainstream? I don't even know if it's been around, like, in a big way for a decade. Let's see. When was DoorDash launch? 2013 is when it launched, so let's safely assume that it was big in 2016. That's still crazy. I feel like most of these, though, like DoorDash, Uber Eats and stuff, really popped off around, like, COVID era, though. Like, that's when I imagine most of the spending would have been for them. Is Uber Eats healthy? Brother, what? It depends on what you're Uber Eatsing. It's entirely up to you. Uber doesn't decide what it's sending you. Alright, today is the big day. Johnny Somali's sentencing is about to be handed out. T-minus 1 hour as of me making this video, so I don't even know what the outcome is right now. So you're seeing me all kind of bubbly and excited because he could be facing many years in jail, which he rightfully deserves. I have made numerous videos talking about this degenerate plague that has swept across the globe, going on this intergalactic tour of knuckle sandwich consumption where he goes and he harasses people, spreads misery, and then eventually gets his ass beat. When he was in South Korea, things got a little more out of control than normal. He went full-blown fucking Insano style. He went Cro-Magnon brain and just committing crimes and then even doubling down to commit further crimes after being shown leniency and insulting them for being nice about it and not instantly throwing him in the slammer. He then repaid that generosity by doing more crimes and more unforgivable degeneracy. And all this for the sake of his dog shit content. He's a live streamer and his whole thing is just go around and be a nuisance. In South Korea, they weren't having it after he was terrorizing them for quite some time. Citizens even took it upon themselves to just beat him up whenever they saw him. They even had like a live Johnny Somali tracker. They literally had like a Modern Warfare 2 UAV online tracking this guy's movements, so that way when he was outside, they could just punch him. But clobbering Johnny Somali must be more addicting than heroin because people couldn't stop after just one. It's like a Lay's potato chip. You can't just have one, so they end up just kind of wailing on him because he is a complete defenseless little fucking worm who starts all of these fights, instigates all of these fights, and loses every single one of them without ever even getting a blow in there. He just gets knocked out, knocked on his ass, goes into the fetal position. Like, he's more familiar with the fetal position than he is on his own two legs. So anyway, he started getting beat up. He kept committing crimes over and over again, and then finally had his day in court, believing with his full chest that he wasn't going to be punished, that he wasn't going to jail, so he didn't take it seriously. He'd get drunk the night before, blackout drunk. He'd show up and make a mockery of the court. But slowly but surely, the reality started to set in that he might be spending years of his life behind bars in South Korea. All for his terrible live streams that no one actually even supported him on. He doesn't have any, like, actual fans. He has people that tune in to watch him ruin his life for their entertainment. So his life is completely pathetic. Like, no matter how you spin it, he lives probably one of the most pathetic lives you could possibly envision. My heart breaks for his parents that had to raise him into whatever he became, because I don't even know if it's their fault. I think he just got poisoned somewhere along the way with, like, clout and the other shit that he saw online, and then decided he wanted to be, like, the worst of the worst. I couldn't tell you, but anyway, he is about to be handed out his sentencing after all of the crimes for which didn't go so well for him, didn't go swimmingly in court like he thought they would. And now we're about to find out his sentencing. We're going to see how long he's going to be in jail for. I can't wait. Next clip you see will be after I learn what got passed down here in the judgment. This is one of those standing ovation type moments, sports fans. He's going to jail. Yep, he has just been sentenced to prison with labor. It's still so fresh right now that I don't know the duration. The news is still trickling in, but it did not go well. He was found guilty on all charges, including the deep fakes, which was one that he pled not guilty to. The others weren't really a surprise or anything, but they came in there and fucking slapped him around in there, it sounds like. I'm very curious to see what the duration is for his prison sentence, but probably not the result he was hoping for. I just have a hunch. Apparently, he has the opportunity to appeal within a week, which I assume this slimy douchebag will. I'm taking a guess. I'm not his lawyer or anything, but I'm assuming it's going to be a desperate claw to try and get some kind of leniency, which he has already shown numerous times. He washes his ass with leniency and will never actually learn his lesson. When he did this shit in Japan, and Japan showed him mercy, he insulted them for it, and then when he left Japan, he continued to insult them and then continued doing the exact same public disturbances and like the harassment and the crimes and shit he continued to do after they showed him some leniency. So I hope that he is not granted any leniency here in his case in South Korea. It doesn't seem like he is, because he has now formally been sentenced to prison with labor. And I am salivating. I am sat in my seat like it's the fucking Super Bowl, just waiting, watching on bated breath to see how long he is going to jail for. Because with all of the charges and all of the crimes that he has been found guilty for, this could be many years. Like, it could potentially be a large chunk of his life spent behind bars in South Korea now, all from his obsession with clout through being a live stream asshole, a public nuisance streamer. He dedicated his life to just making everyone else's life around him miserable for his content, and now it's finally looking like justice is being served. So, I'm still waiting to see how long he will be spending in prison. Oh, I forgot to mention another component here. Not only will he be going to prison with labor for however long he'll be spending there, he is also now being registered as an offender. Now, I was trying to read up on that, but I'm not entirely sure what that means exactly, if that's like a separate designation for Johnny Somali in the prison itself. If it is, I imagine that will make all the prisoners in there hate him as well, and I imagine he will be finding himself in an all too familiar situation of getting his ass beaten in there too, which maybe that's what he prefers. He's probably become so used to his face being bruised and swollen and bloody that it probably feels weird that he hasn't had his nose caved in the last year that this has been going on. So he's probably looking forward to that experience again. It's probably what he cherishes most, because that's what he's dedicated his life to. Instigating fights, being hated, being a punching bag for everyone. Alright, I've seen one Korean article that is claiming that Somali has been sentenced to 6 months in prison with labor. The details aren't fully confirmed. It's right now just one article right now. Now, from what I was reading, they recommended 3 years in prison with labor as well as a fine. As of now, it's not fully confirmed, but if that is the real sentencing, I would be kind of surprised, because they found him guilty on all of the charges. Like, serious ones. Charges that, according to the law, could carry many years worth of jail. And the recommendation was 3 years. So I thought, okay, maybe they won't do the full 3 years, but it'd be like a year or something. But not even that. 6 months. I bet Johnny Somali thinks that he's getting off with a W. And according to people that were there, he wasn't remorseful and actually seemed pretty optimistic about it, when they were putting him in handcuffs. So maybe it really is 6 months. And again, to him, I don't think that's enough. He's not going to learn his lesson or anything. When he gets out, I imagine he's going to go right back to this shit in another country. That's what he does. He's already proven that. He spent 3 months in a Japanese jail. And then the second that he got out, he started insulting Japan, giving them the middle finger, saying fuck you, all that kind of thing, saying that they're weak, and just went to South Korea and started doing all of it all over again, even more so, going even more hog wild. So 6 months isn't that much more, I don't think that's going to change him. I'm very surprised if they really did take it that easy on him. Again, it's not fully confirmed yet. I'm going to keep waiting for more to come in, but that is looking like what the ruling is. Alright, more news has now settled. It is indeed a 6-month sentence, pending appeals from both sides here. So, could be more, could be less. I imagine it'll probably stay at 6 months. Another tidbit is that he does have that sex offender status now for 5 years. So he's got 6 months in jail in the slammer with labor, and will be a registered sex offender for 5 years in South Korea, as I understand it, according to the articles I read. So it's still a W that he's going to jail, but I don't really think that this punishment is going to do anything to make him stop doing this shit. I think his behavior will continue the second he's out. Like I said, he already spent 3 months in a jail in Japan, and then the second he got out, fucking Pandora's box was opened once again. He went right back to the same content and then some. 6 months, it's not the biggest difference, so I really do think that he is probably cheering. He is probably pumping his fist, celebrating that they went so far under the recommended sentencing of 3 years. But it is what it is. It is still, at the end of the day, good that Johnny Somali is going to jail at all. That's great news. So that'll be 6 months with Johnny Somali in the slammer. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah, I've got to yap about 2 freaks today, and I want to start with the wackiest one. RFK Jr. and a dead raccoon's penis. That is a match made in heaven right there. That is peanut butter and jelly. Vultures don't get as excited about roadkill as RFK Jr. does. This guy loves it. And he brags about having like a freezer full of roadkill that he studies and like feeds to his hawk. I had no idea this guy was a cock scientist. I didn't know that. But in his new book, he just openly talks about the time that he pulled over with his family in the car, mind you, his kids in the car, pulled over in order to cut the penis off of a dead raccoon so he could bring it back and analyze it. As if he's some kind of like archaeologist. Like he's fucking Evie from The Mummy going through like the Book of the Dead trying to research it and learn about it as if he's some kind of scholar for dick. Animal dick. It's all documented in his new book, RFK Jr., The Fall and Rise. I don't know when the rise is happening. It hasn't happened yet. He's still in that fall. This dude looks like he's housing every single plague that the world has ever seen in his body right now. Every image and video I see of him, he looks like he's deteriorating further and further and just devolving into a fucking ghoul from Fallout. This is the experience here that he had pinned. I was standing in front of my parked car on I-684, cutting the penis out of a road-killed raccoon, thinking about how weird some of my family members have turned out to be. A surreal passage indeed. I like how he's cutting the penis off of a roadkill raccoon in front of his probably horrified children in the car, and he's like, God, my family is so peculiar. They're such odd goofballs. They're so weird. Over there with the fucking hacksaw on the raccoon's cock. If only they could be more like me, just normal and well-adjusted. There we go. And then he holds it up like a trophy. We're celebrating, family. Quick, get some ice out. I gotta put this on ice. I need to study it when we get home. My kids waited patiently in the car, he noted, as he collected the raccoon's genitals so he could study them later. Finally, a man brave enough to go where science fears. He was willing to do the dirty work of snipping a raccoon's dick so he could take it home and really find out what makes it tick. Like, I'm curious, what is there to study with a raccoon penis? Like, what is there to do with that? What was he doing, just over there, like, playing with it? Stretching it like a penny whistle? Write it down. Interesting. These are the notes that will, no doubt, propel our species into the next scientific age. The final frontier of science. Raccoon genitals. Excellent, excellent, yes. I just have to wonder what he was doing with it. Like, was he trying to like fashion some kind of necklace out of it, like Ringar out of League of Legends, but instead of bone tooth, it's just raccoon penis? Or like, was he trying to make a stew out of it? Maybe he was like, crafting Saradomin brews out of RuneScape, just dumping the raccoon penis in there with some colloidal silver, just like this disgusting concoction, this witch's brew, this potion. Like, what was he doing with it? Genuinely, like, what was he doing? Because he traveled all the way home with it. So this was like an important thing that he did. And this is Apparently something that he made a habit out of doing with dead animals. Dude pillages roadkill like he's Indiana Jones looting a tomb full of treasure. Just imagine hunting with RFK Jr. Dude probably doesn't even bring a gun. He just sits there in the bush waiting for the animal to get hit by like a bus or a train. And then he leaps into action. Yes! Yanks the wiener off of it. According to his daughter, this obsession with dead animals also put a damper on vacations. Apparently there was an incident where a whale carcass washed ashore, and so RFK made a beeline for the beach and decapitated it with a chainsaw and strapped the whale's head to the roof of the family minivan with a bungee cord, intending once again to bring it home to study. Every time we accelerated on the highway, whale juice would pour into the windows of the car, and it was the rankest thing on the planet. Sounds like hell on earth. He's out here torturing his family on this vacation. We all had plastic bags over our heads with mouth holes cut out, and people on the highway were giving us the finger, but that was just normal day-to-day stuff for us. Sounds healthy. And then, of course, there's the infamous one where he dumped a dead bear cub in Central Park after a botched attempt to skin it. That one's been talked about a lot. I'm pretty sure all of you have already heard of that before, but the whale and raccoon penis, I think, are new revelations here from the bizarre adventures of RFK Jr. and his fascination with dead animals. Bro thinks he's the villain from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Like, what is he doing? Is he trying to, like, breathe life back into it, like Frankenstein style? Like, what is he studying? Actually, what is he possibly studying there? Holy shit, the worm in his brain must be giving him some odd directives here, forcing him to get all of this roadkill, like treasure, so he can squat on it at his house like Smog. That's his gold. All of this roadkill, all this dead animal penis and heads all over the place in his secret villain lair. What a wacko. But don't worry, some highly intellectual people are out there defending this as just a lame media hit piece. The raccoon was already dead. Find a new slant. Typical lamestream media hit piece. Yawn. Raccoon was already dead. Penis was up for grabs. I pull over all the time when I see a dead animal. I make sure to take that cock and balls right off of there. Normal activity. Wasn't alive, so it's not weird. If it was alive and he chased it down in order to yank that puppy off, then I might raise an eyebrow, but this is just lamestream media. Who doesn't cut off a dead animal's cock on the side of the road while their family watches mortified?
Secretary, what did you do with the raccoon's dead penis? Where is it now?
That little giggle he does there, that laugh, that was some demonic sounding shit right there. That sounds like a man who can't wait to get back to that raccoon's penis that's rotting somewhere in his abode. I bet he's got that raccoon penis and like an IV drip or something that he's mainlining or some shit. This is actually the secret to keep me looking so young.
I just got one question. In all seriousness, what is your fascination with roadkill and dead animals? I know you've done a few things, notably with a whale, with a bear, with a raccoon more recently. I just want to know what the fascination is, sir. Anything? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There goes a hero right there. Not many men are courageous enough to pull over to the side of the road and cut a raccoon's penis off after it's deceased. It wasn't using it anymore, and RFK Jr. had a need for it. And he's a man of action, so he went out there and he claimed that. Same with the whale head. And the bear cub, I suppose. We may never know exactly what he's learned through his research, but one day it may be the key to the future of our species. Or he's using it for some kind of satanic rituals or some shit that he's conducting. Could be either or. There's really no telling with this guy. But anyway, speaking of penis, we gotta talk about a penis that's alive, and one that's on a human being. And from the sound of things, he can't stop using it for evil. I'm talking about Eric Swalwell. This is a congressman who was also running for governor of California, and this week numerous women came forward accusing him of inappropriate things as well as genuinely evil, awful things, including allegations of sexual assault. Initially, Eric denied it, saying that it was all false and that he was going to do everything fighting it tooth and nail. He has since stepped down from the race for governor as well as his position in Congress. He has resigned. and the allegations are only having more and more evidence to support the victims and their claims against him. That includes a video of him with supposedly a prostitute that he was in a hotel room with. On the video, you can see him making out with her, and things start to progress. Now, if you don't know the lore, Eric is married. Eric has been married for a decade. Now, in the video he made denying the very serious allegations, he did make a mention of mistakes in his judgment, as well as mentioning that a lot of it's between him and his wife, and he has to accept the responsibility for mistakes he made, seemingly corroborating the extramarital affairs while denying the sexual assault allegations. All of this is still pretty new, and from what I've read, there is an investigation taking place because he might be facing criminal charges if these allegations are proven true, which he 1000% should. This is vile shit here, and from everything that I've read about it, from what's available, it's not looking like this is just some innocent guy here. There's quite a lot of meat behind these claims. Personally, I think Eric's guilty as a motherfucker here. Based on all of the available evidence here, I don't see any world where he could weasel out, just squeak out some kind of excuse like, oh, it was all just a big misunderstanding. I was just cheating on my wife a lot. Come on, it's not that big of a deal. Just come on, the sexual assault stuff. No. We don't need to get into the weeds of that. Like, based on everything I think that's out there, there is so much evidence, and I think it should 1000% warrant a further investigation into Eric and hopefully some subsequent charges based on whatever they find there. So anyway, I found that to be extremely disgusting. I was reading about that earlier, so I wanted to yap about that as well. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. I want you to take a good hard look around you right now. Are you surrounded by concrete walls and bars? If the answer to that question is no, it means that you're not in jail. Congratulations. Good job, bucko. Do you enjoy that fresh air? That freedom? Would you be willing to trade it for a couple of views on TikTok? I imagine most of you politely decline that offer. However, there is a handful of fungal parasites called TikTok pranksters that enthusiastically pump their fist and say, yes, absolutely, I will make that trade. A trade that's worse than the fucking Mavericks getting rid of Luka. There are TikTok pranksters who are totally remorseless and willing to trade their freedom for a couple of views on TikTok. And today I just learned about the most egregious example of this. Alexis Martinez Arizala. You don't know his name. You'll never know his name, but you do know, most likely, what he did recently. Alexis was that brain-dead goober, that bumbling, drooling idiot that did the AI prank on the officer, where he showed him an AI-generated video of that officer's patrol car being broken into, and then got arrested for it. This video kind of popped off because everyone was clowning on this guy for a dog shit AI prank. I talked about it a little bit, but I didn't really follow it because I just assumed this would be business as usual with these parasites where they get a slap on the wrist, thrown back into society for them to just continue to be this miasma of cringe that haunts every fucking facet of civilized society for their TikTok clout. But it turns out I was actually wrong. You see, this dumb asshole actually went above and beyond the Call of Duty here for garbage pranks. He did this AI prank multiple times to such an extreme degree that he has been extradited from Puerto Rico and is facing serious charges here in Florida, and according to Atozi's video, could carry up to 12 years in prison. So let's go ahead and show you the most viral stunt that he did here, his AI prank on the officer.
We are told he's a South Florida native, but U.S. Marshals actually caught up with him in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
You're actually in here.
Here's the video circulating on social media that shows 4 men in suits entering a Seminole County deputy's patrol vehicle.
They were going inside of your car, in and out.
An online prankster recording the moments he walks into Academy and shows it to the deputy. The deputy, clearly convinced, runs out to the parking lot, hand on his weapon.
So you probably just left it unlocked.
You should have been unlocked. I hit the button.
But this video is fake. It's a deep fake, to be exact.
What a classic gut buster there. Haha! Gotcha. you thought your car was being broken into. And he doesn't just do it to officers, by the way. He actually does this to normal civilians as well, terrorizing them with these same kind of AI fakes that he makes of them and doing like crazy shit or having their things stolen or even their spouse cheating on them. But this officer one did get him arrested. And something that got pointed out in the reports is that the officer was on edge approaching the vehicle thinking that it had been broken into, so he did have his hand on his weapon. If there was just a completely innocent civilian that happened to be near that police car with the officer approaching it, there is no doubt in my mind, and also other officers chimed in and also echoed the sentiment, that that would have been a situation where the officer would have probably ended up detaining that completely innocent person solely based off of this AI video that this fucking loser made. So, and that could have, who knows what could have happened there. It's extremely dangerous.
James Copenhaver agrees. The former detective says this deputy did everything correctly, but things could have ended differently.
What would have happened if some bystander would have been stopped at this patrol car, tying his shoe or what have you, and this deputy approached? Pretty good chance that person's going to probably be put on the ground at gunpoint because the deputy doesn't know what's going on.
That guy is totally right. The entire basis of this prank, like the punchline, is making the person you're harassing fearful. In this case, it was the officer. Like I said, he does it to normal civilians as well in similar fashion with their shit being stolen. But he's making the officer afraid that there's now people breaking into his car, fucking playing musical chairs in there, patty cake. You got Mike and the Dirty Boys maybe having an orgy in there, who really knows? He's just showing him this video that is convincing enough to make the officer believe that his car is being broken into. So if there is just some person out there for whatever reason near his vehicle, maybe stop tying their shoe like he mentions in that example, there's a chance that person gets, held at gunpoint or something, and maybe even taken to the ground, all based off of this TikTok prankster's garbage. It is just dangerous, no matter how you spin it.
Deputies say 22-year-old Alexis Martinez Arizala posted the video on his social media accounts to gain attention and create viral content. He was arrested Friday in Puerto Rico and is now facing 4 charges, 2 of which are felonies.
It needs to be bumped up to a felony. That would help curtail some of this stuff and start putting people in jail for it. It's not fun and games. It's serious business.
I couldn't agree more. There needs to be real serious consequences for this type of shit. It's not pranking, it is harassment, and in some cases, in other pranksters, just assaulting people as well. Like, there needs to be legitimate punishment there, otherwise it's going to continue to snowball as it currently is and has for years. They just, for some reason, play softball with all this shit, just giving them like a light little spank on the tuchus, a tush slap there saying, all right, now don't do it again, mister. Here's a stern talking to, we expect better. And then, of course, it doesn't do anything. So they don't get punished. Other people see that there's no repercussions for it, and they want the TikTok attention too, so they start emulating it. This guy didn't invent AI pranks, by the way. That prank he's doing on the officer is an AI prank that's been around for over a year now. I made a video on it I think 5 months ago now from someone else doing the exact same shit to civilians. This is just the first guy that was dumb enough to do it to officers and get himself arrested. So they are just emulating what they see got others' attention because that is what they so desperately crave. They need it more than oxygen, so they'll do anything for it. And they see those pranksters didn't get in trouble, so they do it themselves. But if Alexis Martinez Arizala does spend 12 years in jail and the rest of the pranking community sees that there are actual repercussions for this kind of shit, they'll stop. They will stop. So yes, I do think they need to be going to jail. I 1000% think that Alexis deserves some time in the slammer here as a great deterrent from other people trying to do similar shit or worse shit to keep one-upping and elevating, because that's how it goes. Someone might see this, and if he gets let off easy, they'll be like, okay, I'll take it a step further. That's how you keep ending up with pranks like this.
Officials say he's now facing multiple charges, including fabricating physical evidence, making a false report to law enforcement, unlawful use of a two-way communication device, and knowingly giving false information to a law enforcement officer. And a whole stack of charges. On top of the charges I mentioned earlier, he's also facing a felony tied to tampering with evidence, along with additional misdemeanor charges. But based on Florida law, one of the biggest charges he's currently facing is tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, which is a third-degree felony. And that alone can carry up to 5 years in prison, along with probation and fines.
Pretty serious charges that he's facing here. He's looking down the pipe of quite a few years in the big house. So how's he taking it, you might be asking yourself? Like a champ. like a true hero.
I don't regret anything. It's been 2 days.
This is video of 22-year-old Alexis Martinez Arrizala shortly after his arrest. Charged with providing false information after San Juan investigators say he showed an officer a hyper-realistic AI video depicting someone stealing the officer's cruiser.
But hey, I don't regret nothing.
His arrest came 2 weeks after deputies in Seminole County say he pulled a similar stunt.
He reiterates that he regrets nothing. All of this is worth it to him. Potentially many years in jail is worth it because he got some TikTok views. Fucking insanity. This should be making the job easy for the justice system. You have someone who has serious charges. He is outright telling you he doesn't regret it. He is making it clear he'll probably do it again. So why the fuck would you be taking it easy on someone who is giving all signs, all indications with his whole chest that he is going to reoffend?
He's now facing 4 charges in Seminole County, 2 of them felonies.
In 1 month, I hit 50,000 followers on TikTok.
That's body camera footage of Arrizala months earlier at the Home Depot of Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, where West Palm Beach police say he's pulled similar pranks twice before.
Yeah, it was wild.
Police say Arrizala first showed Melanie Valentine an AI video of her truck being stolen, then tried to get her into his car.
But it was really scary, like thinking about it after the fact.
Here's a little montage of just the normal civilians he also does this kind of shit to. So this lady was apparently shown an AI video that he made of her vehicle being stolen, and then I guess tried to get her into his car with him. That's some super creepy psychopath shit right there. So he didn't just stop at like, your car got stolen. I'm kidding, it didn't, it's AI. He didn't even stop there. He's like, no, you gotta get in my vehicle now, come on in. Get in my car, we gotta chase it down, don't we? Come on, get in. What a fucking weirdo.
In a second, the content creator admitted on this body camera to using another customer's likeness to create an AI image of him kissing another woman, then showed it to his wife.
That's not his wife. That's a fake one.
Oh yeah, you love to see that. Normal couple minding their own business in Home Depot, only to be interrupted and harassed, trapped in an unskippable cutscene with this shameful piss stain that's AI generated a video of the husband kissing another woman in the store. Now, I can't tell from this footage since it's blurred, but they do seem to be on the older side of things, so maybe there's a chance that they didn't recognize this as AI, and now the wife thinks that the husband is unfaithful to her. Like, it's just, this isn't even, like, entertaining. It's just fucking sad.
In a third stunt, police say he startled a West Palm Beach gas station clerk.
I just showed him an AI video of like a body just getting dragged, a fake body.
He was arrested that night for resisting an officer.
Bro, are y'all serious?
But not for any crimes related to his AI use.
This one sounds fucking insane to me. I can't piece it all together and can't find the original, but from what I can gather from this, he AI generated a video at that gas station of a body, presumably a dead body is my guess, that scared the gas station clerk and was designed to scare him, which is what led to all of this here. What's even the prank there? Aha, I made this gas station worker think someone was fucking dead. Haha. I can't even fathom the type of unlovable, greasy loser that actually likes these kind of pranks. Just sitting there clapping, giggling. Haha, that's so naughty. That's so savage. Anyway, I won't bother torching you with more of this guy's trash. He is facing some serious charges, and I can only sit here, fingers crossed, hoping that they don't play softball with him. He has literally said, puffed out his chest like a real tough guy, and said he has no regrets. As if he did anything worthwhile here. He did AI pranks, and now there's a chance he just threw his whole life away for it. And I really hope that they do seriously punish him to serve as a nice deterrent from other losers like this guy trying to do the same shit. Anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. I just learned about another TikTok prankster facing multiple years in the slammer for absolutely trash pranks of just being a nuisance to society and harassing fast food employees for their content, treating them like props, like subhuman objects for them to be exploited for his content. This is the story of Heston James, who right now is looking down that soggy pipe of potentially 9 years in jail, which is a substantial amount of time. That's more than, like, actual super criminals that do unforgivable, unfathomable, heinous evil. But they are really coming after this prankster in particular, and I've seen on TikTok there's a huge movement about how his pranks are, like, harmless and stuff, because he's apparently the guy who like did screaming in department stores or something to annoy the workers, which is cringe garbage, but I guess ultimately harmless. And that's what they're saying he got arrested for? It's not. Also, that mentality can suck my whole cock. Yes, it is harmless. No one's getting hurt or anything, and it is a step up from the average TikTok prank, which at this point is just assault. So it's better than that, but it's still a pile of garbage. You are just bothering and making the days much worse for just normal, hard-working people that are just trying to get by. And he knows, and these pranksters know, they can't do anything back because they're not allowed to. They will get in trouble. They might lose their job, and it's very difficult to find a job these days. They don't want to lose their income. They need it to survive. So he goes in there and takes advantage of that for his content. And the content is at the employee's expense. The joke is pointing and laughing at the employees for their reaction to the screams and shit. It's humiliating them. That's not fair. I think that shit really sucks. He got arrested for the pranks where he would go interrupt businesses with hordes of his fucking clowns, his circus troupe that he brings with him, and just spends a handful of minutes taking over their job and berating them, saying how bad they're doing. So we're from corporate, we're taking over, and just harassing these employees. Just normal, everyday civilians just trying to go about their day, doing their job. And this guy just comes in to make it worse, which is all pranksters ever do, just this fucking miasma, this plague that sweeps through and is just a scourge to just the normal, everyday person. So he would go in with a bunch of people and like take over their job, doing this exclusively to just normal employees at normal businesses. And one of them even got a bit physical where they went to like Pep Boys, and some of his goober-ass friends, I guess, were like bumping into the owner to push by him, and then even getting like a little handsy, taking things and using things on cars while they pretended to work on the cars at the auto shop, and actually putting themselves in danger, like getting underneath the car while it was still like up, so they could have actually just died there as well. So contrary to the misinformation they shit down your throat on TikTok about Heston James, where they're trying to like fight for justice for Heston or whatever, his squealing in department stores wasn't what got him arrested. It was these pranks where he actually went and harassed the employees directly and even allegedly got a bit physical and put people in danger doing it as well. That's what he got taken into custody for and what he's facing the charges from. And if I'm being honest, I do think 9 years is too much for what you're about to see, but I do think a precedent needs to be set because pranks are completely out of control. TikTokers hear the word prank and basically just go out and harass and assault people for pranks for the most part. One guy even poisoned food. Like, I already talked about that guy, I'm not going to regurgitate, but one guy thought pranking was literally poisoning food that could have killed people. That was the prank, by the way. So something needs to change. I do think he should face like serious punishment for it, but I think 9 years is too much. You see the EW body cam of the TikTok prankster? I actually have that up right here, because that was in the recommended when I pulled that last one up. So I have not seen this. I assume this would be the body cam of the AI pranks guy, but I don't think it is, just based on this.
Come on, everyone, come on. Everyone,
You think this is like a TikTok thing?
It is a TikTok thing. I clocked it immediately.
nice. Good job mopping that.
These idiots are going to do this to the wrong guys or a guy that's having a bad day, and they're going to get hurt.
So what is this?
When a TikTok prank draws millions of views online, a young influencer sets out to top it with an even bigger viral hit. But after one stunt...
It's crazy how every TikTok prankster literally looks exactly the same. Every single one of them looks just like this. They must be made in some kind of like cringe lab or something.
With an even bigger viral hit. But after one stunt spirals into chaos and violence, the attention it brings...
Jesus, even the people that he brought with him look exactly the same. Oh my god, they're all clones. Jesus Christ. It's like when Obi-Wan Kenobi went and met Jango Fett. Holy fuck.
Into chaos and violence, the attention it brings is not the kind he had in mind. After the manager, Emma, reported an unusual encounter at the restaurant.
A Lovecraftian horror experience.
Tell me what happened.
Cosmic being came through.
I had a customer.
You think this is like a TikTok thing?
It is a TikTok thing. I clocked it immediately. And yeah, it was just like harassing and just getting in the face and stuff.
Your personal sizes have been lacking.
So I'm here to make sure you guys are staying in check. Get out my floor. So I'm gonna clean house. Go ahead and bring in the guys. What is going on?
What is up with the frames here? Why is it so laggy?
These are my workers.
How many times did the police download this TikTok? It's all fucked up. They deep fried it.
No, you have to let get out of my store. Mom, I need everyone cleaning. Doing a great job, sir. Hey, wait, nice. Good job mopping that. I need workers to check that the chicken's all right. No, get out my store. Let's pick this up. Get the napkins we stocked over here.
Man, there really is only one good TikTok trend, and it's the Scientology raids. It's just always shit like this, and it's always to fast food employees. Genuinely, every single time. What fucking losers, man. What a shame.
Got you, boss.
The group of fake workers all appear to be dressed in Chipotle-branded hats and T-shirts. Emma claims that business was disrupted by the group's behavior, some of which was captured on video by an employee and customer.
I just don't even understand who could laugh at this. I genuinely don't. I don't even see where it could even be misconstrued as humorous. It's just lame. And it was getting millions of views, apparently. Even by TikTok prank standards, it's just boring. Like, it's just extremely boring.
Oh my God, no, get out of my store. Wait, I'm out of work. You're doing a great job, sir. Now, okay? That's bad. Good job mocking that. That's a lot of company. Who wants to go back in the back, check everything's good? All right, everyone, we quit. Just play it. Done.
Do you want the incident?
Ha ha. God, this shit sucks so much ass. Like, it's just an unskippable cutscene. You just agonizingly have to wait for it to finish so the TikTok prankster gets its content. Fuck me. It's so awful. I think they meant if they were there. That's what I mean. Like, if you were in that scenario, all you can do is just sit there and just wait for it to end. There's no entertainment. It's just disruptive and annoying. It is so nothing that I couldn't even see myself getting angry at it. I would just be so annoyed. I'd just be sitting there bored. Like, you took an average day and you made it slightly worse. And now the workers have to spend their time dealing with it, and so now she's got to get everything under control again now. Like, it's just so ass. It's all clout chasing. They want to be hated because they want the attention even if it's negative. Well, I know that, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even hate any of them. They're just lame. Like, I can't even muster enough ire because this shit is so ass. Like, you can't get mad at a pile of dog shit for stinking.
He's been going around a whole bunch of different stores.
The TikTok account at Terra Clout is owned by 24-year-old Heston James Cobb. On both TikTok and Instagram, Heston gained a following by pranking employees at
It's crazy that this is just a different guy than the last prankster I was just shitting on. Actual fucking carbon copy NPCs of one another. This has to be a government experiment, right? To churn out this kind of person. Like, it's copy-paste. It's crazy.
This time, the fake workers donned blue jumpsuits, carried tools, and pretended to work on cars, as captured on both an employee's phone and the company's security cameras.
Hey, it's a little word. I got the place.
Heston James back with another banger.
Okay, everyone, let's go. Everyone, let's go to the next shop. All done. Let's go.
Hey, I got a bunch of guys.
According to police records, no one was assaulted, nothing was stolen or damaged, and if Heston recorded anything, it wasn't published to...
I feel like if you laugh at these kind of pranks, you need to be Baker acted. Like, for your own good. And, like, that's the whole prank. That was the whole thing. They go up, interrupt the business, pretend to work on the car, and then leave. That's the joke?
Who shares his fears that their actions will quickly lead to dangerous consequences if they aren't stopped.
These idiots are going to do this to the wrong guys, or a guy that's having a bad day, and they're going to get hurt.
Officers learned that those concerns became
True.
a reality during the group's final prank of the day when they were dispatched to a Pet Boys after a 911 caller reported a strong-arm robbery.
I'm just going to be bringing in all my guys because you guys have been doing a really slow job. I've been getting multiple complaints. I'm from corporate, I told you. So this corporate.
Oh, no. I didn't get to see his side profile till right now. Poor dude lost his whole fucking jawline. Someone stole his chin. That's what we need to work on. There's a fucking maniac on the loose. They stole this guy's entire fucking jaw. Goodness gracious.
Yo, everyone, take that tire off. Take that tire off, quick.
I got stuff for you guys.
Everyone, check the oil. Check the oil. It's good, it's good, it's good, it's good.
The incident ended in a clean getaway for the pranksters. The one at Pet Boys took a very different turn. The manager explains that when the fake employees began trying to work on customers' cars, he armed himself with a torque wrench and told them all to leave.
Everybody out. Get the out of the shop. Get out.
Attaboy.
They were backing out.
That's what I like to hear.
The manager was in front of the van. They started moving towards it, so I took the crowbar and I hit the windshield to get the driver to stop. And that's where I saw that, yeah.
All right, here we go. That's some good news.
As well as both the driver and passenger side windows were shattered before the group escaped.
Posted, that's the Big Brand Tire there on Southern and Mill.
Yep.
You need to go and talk to that kid. He has people driving by his location and heckling him as he's trying to work. It happened last week.
Oh.
What's crazy to me is the people that are watching that prank are old enough to drive. That's fucking tragic, man. They're already down the path of just being an unlikable, insufferable loser. Oh, they're already too poisoned. They're too far gone.
He was the one that actually in the video reached down and yanked the kid out from underneath the car.
Mm-hmm.
Because the engine was just sitting there balanced on a 2x4 because the transmission was out of the car and he didn't want that kid getting crushed.
Oh, Jesus.
They're crawling under cars and stuff. Their buddy leans against the rack. He pushes that thing down. You think that kid's gonna think it was funny at that point that he killed his friend? Probably not.
Yes! Yes, man, that's views on TikTok. You're trying to reason with the unreasonable. If that happened, the only thought that would be going through their mind is, are they getting in trouble? And if the answer is no, how can they monetize it and milk it for views? 1000%. There's no reason to even try and, like, appeal to human emotion because it's completely absent from these fucking worms.
1 week later, on July 23, 2025, police prepare to arrest 24-year-old Heston James at his home and execute a search warrant.
They had food delivered about 10 minutes ago, so there are people home.
Tempe Police Department, we have a search warrant. You need to come to the front door with nothing in your hands.
Heard something.
Quickly, call the clown car. Get your boys here.
Hey guys, we know
Heston.
you're inside. We have a search warrant for the residents. You have to come to the front door.
Heston, get your mechanics out here. Come on, where's the clown car dudes? Where's the bang bus, Heston?
Moving inside.
Come outside and I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Dude, looks like a cryptid. Oh man, the way he wandered out there.
Put your hands on your back. Okay. So it's the pranks that you've been doing, like all over at the auto shops and at the Chipotle and stuff. I'm not going to say anything until I have a lawyer present. That's fine. But I'll show you the search warrant.
Good call, Heston.
To grab
Meta AI glasses likely used to record the pranks, as well as uniforms bearing the logos of multiple businesses, including Chick-fil-A, UPS, Target, Home Depot.
Oh my god, he was about to go on a rampage. We just stopped a fucking serial prankster. Oh my god, we did it, Patrick. We saved the city. Holy shit. So many other businesses and just normal employees that they were going to annoy and harass. All spared. Fuck. They were in full swing. Jesus. We just prevented a national tragedy.
And Raising Cane's. Along with these items, police uncover what appears to be Heston's journal.
This is the most important year of my life, and I can't waste a single day. I will use this book to keep me accountable. Heston, don't think the most important year of your life got off to the best start, bro. There is no outcome where I don't succeed. Not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Poor dude also just listens to the platitudes on the goddamn self-help affirmations. Goal for the end of the year is 1 million followers. That's your only goal? Like in life, that's it? A nice little peek inside the psyche. That is the only thing they care about. Wow.
Incident, he writes, I have no other choice but to make this work by any means possible. I will give my family the best life due to my hard work. I cannot afford to miss a single day. This is my year. With Heston facing multiple charges.
Your hard work, bro. What hard work? You just go harass fast food employees and minimum wage workers in other locations as well. That's not hard work, brother. I'm sure his family's proud. They must be. He's a real winner.
This is my year. With Heston facing multiple charges, Dave questioned whether or not there would also be consequences for those who helped him.
All the 20 people that were a part of it, they all need to be charged with trespassing and criminal mischief.
Which is a little bit more difficult because...
But I agree. I agree with that guy.
That's the hard part. Good luck with that. He probably paid these guys.
Are you out of your mind? He probably paid... He paid him an exposure, bro. He did not pay these guys. He's so green. It's cute. His naivety is cute. These fucking pathetic losers do this shit for free for these pranksters. The prankster tries to monetize it and make a career out of it. His goofball friends do it totally for free just because they're brain dead idiots. Just lobotomites that mindlessly follow. He didn't pay them, man. He did not pay them, I promise you. There's no doubt in my mind they didn't see a single penny. And he's not rev splitting it either, not with 20 dudes. That's not happening.
Their hair, yeah.
According to court documents, 24-year-old Heston James Cobb was indicted on 3 counts of felony burglary in the 3rd degree, 3 counts of felony criminal impersonation, 2 counts of criminal trespass in the 2nd degree, and 5 counts of disorderly conduct. He entered a plea of not guilty, and the case is still ongoing.
Looks like he's looking at 9 years, apparently, if the TikTokers that are opining on it are correct. That's pretty steep. That is a lot of charges he racked up there. Man, they're fucking coming after him big time. 9 years seems a bit much, but he should definitely spend a pretty not insignificant amount of time in jail, I think. Not even because I think his pranks are some of the worst or anything, or most egregious, but there needs to be a precedent. Because right now, it's just the Wild West. This guy, the AI prankster, and they always keep elevating. We have the people that actually assault people for pranks, harass people. There needs to be a crackdown on it. So maybe it starts with him. Give him like 3 years in jail or something. I think that'd send a very strong message. 9 seems overkill. Didn't Johnny Somali get less years in charges? Yeah, it's true. But again, if they settle for something like a 3-year stay in the slammer, I think that's perfect. Then I think that would be an extremely strong deterrent from other fucking dumb assholes on TikTok that are doing these ridiculous pranks. No, I don't play chess. I retired. I hung my jersey in the rafters. No more chess. I got too into it.
Traffic stop. Planet Fitness parking lot.
Oh, nothing good ever happens in a Planet Fitness. Uh-oh, this is about to get crazy. I already feel it. The title already told me, but now that I see it's at a Planet Fitness where the Genesis is, we're cooked.
No, I'm expired. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I'm with the cat in the car right now.
Okay. You got your ID on you? Yeah, it's just expired by, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, we're...
What's that?
Probably the cat.
Oh. What's your social, ma'am?
I don't know by heart, but I can get my...
This seems so polite right now. How does it go tits up?
Where I'm speaking with you, Mr. Montgomery?
No.
Okay.
I don't have no weapons. 42 years old. She's hiding something or she's got worms or something like that.
Hey, just keep an eye on them. All right, male driver's the listed owner. Still working.
That's not the most unbelievable thing in the world, not knowing your social by heart. I could definitely see that. I'm sure there's plenty of people that don't. I don't think that's that suspicious.
I'm gotta get that fixed. I understand
Yeah, no problem. I can't find her information, so that's why I was going to ask you guys to step out of the vehicle.
See how our car looks? Like,
yeah, I see.
Come and go.
The car looks to be in good shape. What do you mean? What's wrong with the car? A little bit of bird shit smudged here, but that's nothing. That'll buff out. What do you mean, man? The car's fine. Why are you saying it like that?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Because of the tag?
What's that? It's not 7.
I don't even know what I did.
Okay, you're not wearing your seatbelt, so I'm allowed to identify you.
Fuck places. What the hell is a Terminator? Is that the spike strip? Or what did he do? He just drop a bomb under the car tire? What is that? I'm assuming that's a spike strip, right? Fuck is a Terminator? A Claymore! Yeah, man, just deployed the tactical Claymore here.
Alright. Yeah, I'm trying to be cool. Get in her car.
Oh, did he just dodge the Terminator? He outsmarted him.
Got flat.
Well, look, that vehicle's taking off.
Bye-bye, Planet Fitness.
It's running on flats. It went over the Terminator.
We're gonna have to swing Squad 2 around. I think I heard the lunk alarm go off in the Planet Fitness. Throw him in cuffs.
Going through the construction zone.
HQ, can you find me the biggest man in the Planet Fitness? I want to get him on the horn. We'll get him involved. Holy Jesus. Good, the officer's really going in. Right through the roadwork.
Boy, it's running on at least one flat. God damn it. That's a grand.
Squad 2, break off and pull that guy over. Hit him with a pit maneuver.
Going over the railroad tracks. It's losing a tire.
Uh-oh, the Terminator's taking its toll on that tire now. Oh, shit. Damn, the officer's growling at him. He's getting feral.
Out the windows. Throwing something out the window.
It was a banana peel. It didn't work. Try the green show. Oh, God. He's throwing all kinds of trinkets out there. Oh, God. Holy fuck, he threw the whole sleeping bag. Now, that was an innovative strategy. I haven't seen that deployed. This is like fucking Diddy Kong Racing right now. Holy. That's a big-ass sleeping bag, too.
More stuff out the window.
Oh, God, Jesus. The Jan Sports backpack as well? This guy's dumping all his loot. Oh, shit, right by the Chick-fil-A. Man, this must be a bumpy-ass road. There's a lot of shit jiggling around here in the cop car. Also, what the fuck was this attempt here? This has to be the laziest deployment I've ever seen of a spike strip. Hopefully he's in the right lane going super slow. What happened? Did he like yank it too far back maybe and I just missed it? Nope, he just runs up and just plops it in the right hand lane there. That one never stood a chance.
Into the Lowe's parking lot. You ready, buddy?
Oh! I smell a pit maneuver. Yep. They had a bunch of open space. Oh, fuck, he's still cruising. Oh, there goes the whole tire. I lost him. I don't know where he is. He vanished. He must have picked up some active camo.
Dark blue. It's only got 3 tires now and damage.
Damn, he actually vanished. What are they blurring?
Both currently smoking meth in the vehicle, I can see it.
Oh, I thought maybe he was like gearing up to throw a big dildo out there or something. Ah, that's, huh. Wow, they're giving it one big hoorah.
Right behind him.
You ready, buddy? You gonna get that, man?
Tactical meth deployment.
We have more spikes. You can get them out.
Almost. That was a more spirited attempt, at least. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little worried that he hit somebody. Does everyone walk away from this okay? Because now he is fucking zooted off his gourd now. So now he can't even stay in the right side. The meth powered him up. Yeah, it's like the goddamn star in Mario Kart. Was he actually looking to carjack there? It didn't really seem like it.
Downtown Wilby. Let him go. Let him slow down, Sean. Let him slow down, Sean.
Sean! Hit the brakes, bro.
Just back it off and turn your lights off so he slows down and he's doing 70 on one rim.
He's crossing there, you know.
Alright, let it go. Base, you can advise Menor. He's coming into their city. He's going 60, 70 through Vine Street here. We're going to let him go. He was throwing out numerous baggies. There was a whole book bag he threw out. And
that was a very responsible decision right there. Because it was getting very dangerous.
Just drive, dude!
Why are you yelling at him? What did he do wrong? He's stressed out. Got a fucking maniac on the loose. You got the methed out marauder just fucking pillaging the city here on the streets.
Searching for them, the suspect seized the opportunity to make multiple carjacking attempts.
Oh, he actually... What the fuck? Oh my god. Damn, this guy's actually fully unhinged. Him and his girl were actually going to carjack them. Damn!
911, where's your emergency? I just witnessed a car slam into another one, and now they're getting into another person's car. They're stealing her car.
What kind of car are they getting into?
It is a white 4-door small sedan. I cannot see the make or model.
Wow, the title did not lie. This is chaotic throughout the entire city. And it all started over like an expired tag and asking for a social security number that she forgot. It turns out they stumbled across like an actual madman. And they left their cat in that car, by the way. So they carjacked this and left their cat in this car that they have just crashed into another vehicle. I feel so bad for the cat. I hope the cat's okay.
Are you okay, ma'am?
I'm shaking up.
Okay, were you in your car?
Yeah, I was in my car. They
Okay.
made me get out.
Do they have a gun or anything?
We don't have a crowbar.
So they turned right on 306.
Holy shit. So this guy was actually gonna fucking beat her to get the car. Yeah, this guy's hopefully going away for a long, long time.
Heading south.
Chester Township as well. What I run into? Yeah, we're going on a field trip. You write your 15-day paper today about how you almost lost your life 16 times in the car. We jumped this bitch twice.
What are you What? How you almost lost your life 16 times in the car? What are you talking about, bro? That's not what I'd want to hear with the person who is still currently driving me. You telling me you almost got my ass killed 16 times today? You don't have control of your vehicle like that? You're not that guy? Bro, drop me off. I'm not on the force. I don't need to be doing this. I've got the data I need for my paper. Let me out.
Let's go!
Here we go. Big deployment. Oh, there you go.
25's got a hit. 25.
Well, it doesn't have an ID on the driver. It does have an ID on the driver. We're going to have an egg rob.
What? Did the officer... Didn't mean to click there. The officer, like, swerved out of his way to hit the spikes.
Well, it doesn't have an ID on the driver.
What the fuck, man? Why did he do that? The cop literally went out of his way, swerved to hit the spikes. What did he think it was going to be? Like a speed boost or something? Like video game rules? Like it's F-Zero GX or something? Oh, fuck yeah, boost pad. Too many tires. True. This is an unfair chase. I have 4. He only has 3. It's dishonorable. I'll take one out.
Driver, we're going to have an egg rob. Charges on the zone. They just got me with spikes.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
899, I just got hit with the spike. I'm dropping out.
I'm picking up the bags and stuff I found up here.
Damn, he got us. This guy's good.
Yeah? What'd you find? Okay, you tell me where it's at and I'll come get it, okay?
We were just walking. We found a purple knife.
It's down there on the sidewalk. I'll say exactly where it is.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Man, it's like a citywide scavenger hunt with all, like, the drugs and knives and shit that he threw out of the car.
Yeah, he just pulled in the Giant Eagle, Mike.
How long has the chase been going on for? I feel like this has been a really long chase. Starting to get to nightfall now.
Trying to carjack somebody else, it looks like.
Oh, he's actually going for another carjack. Holy shit.
Alright, got a sheriff's car now on the lead. He tried to carjack another car, Mike. Alright, keep calling it.
They're still chasing him right now as we speak. Off-roading.
He's trying to carjack another car now at the gas station.
Oh my god.
Don't get out of the car.
This is the most successful carjacks I've ever seen in a chase. This is number 2. And he almost had a number 3 earlier. Holy shit.
Don't get out of the car.
Oh, fire department 10 rounds.
Oh my god.
One at gunpoint, one on foot.
What seems to be the problem, officer? What's the charge?
Yeah, what's up? Listen, please let me kiss him. I can't do that. Yes, you can. I can, but I won't.
Brother, you carjacked 2 cars, attempted to get a third, threatened to beat a woman with a tire iron to get the car.
I'm dead anyways. I'll be dead in 10 minutes. Okay. Alright. Car in our city and carjacked the car. What's your girl's name? Stacy Montgomery. My wife. Okay. Hey, this is so tight. Okay, we're gonna switch it off.
Ma'am, sit up. Hello? Sit up, ma'am. I need you to sit up. Matt!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's awful. Nah, I can't watch that. They actually just did all the drugs in their car during the chase. Yikes. No, she didn't. It was actually her just faking it. That's a big brain strat. Because they blurred it and shit, and I was like, oh, it must be real. Oh. Damn, they got some fucking strats.
That's jailitis. Yeah.
Jailitis, huh?
Fake seizures for last thing I want to do is.
It was just drugs. No. So now it's not drugs. No, it's fake drugs. I said whatever was in their car. Just random.
Our fire department.
Jesus Christ.
Robbery, grand theft of a motor vehicle, and vehicular vandalism. Separate charges were also filed through the Willowick Police Department, including failure to comply, obstruction, vandalism, tampering with evidence, possession of drugs, and multiple traffic-related offenses.
I saw
the
littering
Ohio
in
Adult
there.
Parole Authority later confirmed that Montgomery was currently on parole and had an open burglary case through the Ashtabula County Prosecutor's Office. The female passenger, Stacy Camplees, was not on parole, but was also connected to the same open case. Camplees, 42 years old, was identified as a passenger in a vehicle connected to an incident involving aggravated robbery with a weapon, robbery, grand theft of a motor vehicle accident, and vehicle vandalism. She was taken into custody.
Why does it say free text? What is it? What is that? Is that a charge or is that like a placeholder? Like boilerplate shit? What is free text? Some lorem ipsum? Yeah, I guess. Maybe that is just bottom text, I guess.
Packaging. They also observed white powder residue throughout the interior of the vehicle. Officers also located the cat concealed under the driver's seat, buried beneath various items.
Oh.
The cat was removed and transported to a veterinary hospital for evaluation before being transferred to animal care services and is not suspected of wrongdoing. For privacy purposes, we are not identifying the cat.
That's cute. What an adventure that was. Wow. So she got off very easy. Which I'm very surprised about. She actively kept going in the vehicles he was stealing during the armed carjacking. Wow, they really took it easy on her for that. Probably because he did all the assaults and he was driving. Yeah, but she also saw the carjacking and then still got in the vehicle. Like on her own volition, walked and ran into the vehicle. Like, if I watch someone steal a car, I can't just, like, sprint to it and be like, alright, here I come! Or at least I didn't think I could. I thought I'd get in trouble for that. They got Cracksepticeye. He doesn't even look like him at all, but that's a great name. I feel like you just had that one in your back pocket and needed something almost close enough to use it. I heard a name today that I haven't heard in many moons. Had me feeling like Robin Williams when he crawled out of Jumanji asking what year it is. That name? James Charles.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it, would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job. Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help." I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
What a yucky douchebag. This is like cartoon villain level evil monologue here. Oh, no money, huh? No money? Bang! Shrink ray. now you're short too, like that kind of thing. It's so over the top, stinking, oozing assholery. I cannot believe his delusional mind thought this was a good idea or like a strong look or a worthwhile dunk to be punching down on someone who's already fallen on hard times after losing their job. And they reached out to you in this desperate situation because clearly they have an appreciation of you. So they threw the Hail Mary, seeing what happens. I doubt they were expecting this kind of response. Now, of course, there is always the chance that it is fraudulent. There are so many fake GoFundMes out there, so there's always a chance that all of it is fucking fiddlesticks. It could all be baloney. I have no way of knowing that. I only have James Charles fucking Gangnam styling on this person and insulting them for it to go on, which leads me to believe that it might be real, because if it was just fake, obviously just a sham, why would he even be bothering to crash out for over 2 minutes about it? So I'm going to work under the assumption that this is a real person that has reached out about it. You could have just not responded. Like, that was also an option. You didn't need to come over here and start, like, spitting and dunking on him. Like, how dare you even message me asking for help? Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm James Charles, goddammit. And is there anything ickier than someone that has a job like James Charles telling someone else to get a job, preaching that they need to get a job? Brother, this former Spirit Airlines worker is a 10 times harder worker and has done 10 times as much labor as you ever have in your life. James Charles' entire career has been just farting out dog shit products and posting cringe videos, and he couldn't even do that without also trying to sext minors. So how dare you try and tell an actual hardworking American to go get a job as if you've done anything worthwhile and you've done like actual work. You got the easiest fucking job in life. You got dealt a very lucky hand, bro. This is so tasteless. It's so crude, coming from James Charles of all people. So you've never been in a desperate financial situation. Great. Group hug in the shower tonight, James. Glad you've never gone through a financial struggle. This person is. And they desperately tried to reach out to you, and there's no obligation for you to try and, like, save them or anything. Obviously, there's no expectation of that, but they tried anyway because they're feeling in a rough spot. So they tried, and now you're insulting them and publicly trying to humiliate them for it. It's just so gross, bro.
Yeah, try that. Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you?
There's no way the word entitled just left his lips. Right? No, I must have misheard that. There's no way he said that. James Charles did. He didn't use that word against somebody else, did he? It had to be an audio glitch. I'm gonna assume that there's no way his vocal folds would even let the word entitled leave his lips. Oh my god, the lack of self-awareness would probably cause his fucking head to combust. So I'm not even gonna bother touching on that one. Holy. So let's instead look at the other stuff he said. He really highlighted that this person doesn't follow him. Who gives a fuck? There's plenty of people that I watch their stuff and engage in their content with without subscribing to them or following them on socials. That's pretty normal, actually. I don't know why he's like spiteful about that. So then he's using that to say like, oh, you must have sent this to like 100 other celebrities. Based on what, man? You're just making an assumption. You're just taking a guess. You don't know that. You could be the only person they reached out to about it because they really admired you and thought that maybe you could be that helping hand. Which again, there's no obligation for him to do, but why go this hard against them? This is fucking diabolical. And you have no idea if they've sent out job applications or not. Why are you speaking as though you're certain they haven't? They very well could have 100 job applications out there right now. The Spirit Airline layoffs are still pretty new. Getting a job right away is not like this, bro. I don't know how out of touch you are with reality and what's going on in the world around you. It doesn't happen lickety-split like that. So in the meantime, they are out income. And I imagine as a Spirit Airlines employee, they weren't rolling in dough, able to afford fucking mansions and stuff. They're probably wondering where next month's rent is going to come from in the meantime in between jobs. So they reached out to you in the interim. That would be my guess. You have no clue if they've sent out job applications. It takes a while.
You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm gonna send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God, welcome to the real world, sweetheart. People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves. Why would I fucking help you?
What is Dr. Doofenshmirtz even crashing out about at this point? He's having a conniption, blowing a gasket. Over what? What are you even yapping about? You're not even making a point anymore. You're trying to tell someone else how the real world functions when you yourself haven't been a member of the real world in like a fucking decade. You are so detached from the real world, yet you're over here lecturing them about it? It's absurd, bro. You couldn't write someone this out of touch and this unlikable. He's like the Starbucks CEO about the $9 coffee and the premium experience, but wrapped up in like an insufferable asshole influencer.
Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least like 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off, okay? I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else dies.
Stop trying to make jokes. Like, actually, just please stop trying to make jokes, James. Put the kibosh on it right now. It's miserable listening to him try and inject humor into anything. Why did it piss you off? How does that piss you off? Yeah, 17,000 people lost their jobs here, man. That's 17,000 people that are now out income. I imagine a lot of them are feeling very similar ways to the person that reached out to you. This person just decided to try. They decided to throw a Hail Mary. Again, you could have just ignored it. Why did it piss you off? That's a fucking you problem, man. That is a weird response to it.
Like, go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love you and I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? What are we gonna do? Nothing! I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Hey, pal. You just blow in from Stupid Town? He really thought he cooked with this rant. So the impression here is that the only people in the world he cares about are people that like mindlessly support him through thick and thin forever. Here's a trillion DMs. Okay, now I care about you. So maybe if you had like a genetic disease where you were dying and you were about to just kick the bucket, I might consider spitting on you if you were on fire. I might, because you've proven that you're a fan. And those are the only people I care about. Those are the only human beings to me, are the fans. Then I would have cared. By the way, worth reminding you, there's nothing that says that she wasn't a fan, by the way, James, just because she didn't follow you or DM you before. What an awful perspective to have on people, huh? Again, you could have just not said anything about it, but you decided to make a whole show. You decided to go fucking hog wild on it. And man, do you look like a clown talking about hard work in the real world, two things that you are not someone to be lecturing anyone on. You don't work hard, and you are not in the real world. And that's one of like the biggest things, like points he tries to make here. Get real. This person is just in a desperate spot, as a lot of people are and have been. And in those positions, sometimes people try a Hail Mary. That's what they did here. It clearly didn't resonate with you in any way, and for some reason really brought the demon out of you, James, for some reason. But I don't think they did anything wrong. Again, you could have just not said anything about it. And you have no idea if they are applying for jobs. It rarely happens overnight, especially currently. So in the meantime, having no income is scary and detrimental to actual working people, James. Most average workers can't just coast off of poop they shat out years ago like you can, just collecting paychecks off of the trash that you've peddled over the years passively. So in the meantime, they made this GoFundMe, they reached out to you, and then you had this ballistic response to it. And James did get dunked on for it, so he made an apology video.
This video was fucking stupid. It was rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it.
Put a shirt on. You don't need to get into formal attire, not asking you to put a suit and tie on, but could you do the bare minimum of at least putting on clothes? Why are you filming this video half awake in your hotel bed after a night of binge drinking and meth smoking? Like, you couldn't just do at least a tad bit more? Why do I have to watch you shirtless here fucking like sleepwalk through your response?
And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know.
Ooh, I know. Pick me. I've got my hand raised. I know. It's because you are an egomaniac. It's because you are a self-centered, self-absorbed, narcissistic piece of shit, bro. That's why you did it. You thought that you were above this person, and you thought you could actually convince your audience that what they are doing is wrong and worthy of being shamed, and you tried to even spin it in a way like hard work, when you yourself are not the product of hard work. So you tried to puff out your chest about how much it takes to get back out there with the elbow grease, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, but the message falls flat because you, the messenger, are not that person. And you're also choosing someone who is going through a very real grievance, again, assuming all of this is a legitimate story and a legitimate person, which I have no reason to believe it's not, based on everything he's said. So, really, it was all a pile of dog shit, and you let your mask slip so people get to see even more about the real you, James. This is the real you.
My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention, and it really hurt a lot of people.
This is coming across very genuine here, James, as he's falling into slumber here. It feels like I'm watching a video of someone ODing. Why did you even film it like this, man? And also, I don't understand why it even upset him in the first place, and why he says it sucks that people, treat me like an ATM. I get these random messages from people that obviously don't know anything about me and are just trying to hose me for cash. Like, yeah, that happens. That's annoying if you see it, but I guarantee most of the messages go to his management. I guarantee James doesn't see the vast majority of those, like, fake, reaching out for money type things. It's not like a telemarketer call. Telemarketers get a direct line to you, they call you, then they treat you like a little piggy bank for their trash product, and you know what happens there? You hang up. Here, these messages go into the fucking void. You'd have to go out of your way to find these, like, spam, scam, like, fraudulent things. Like, I don't understand why he's making it seem like, oh, it's so hard being me, James Charles, where people reach out and they don't even care because they're asking me for money. Again, I don't think you see most of them, and the ones you do see, just ignore. Like, it takes, like, actual split seconds. If he was making a point like, friends and family are always reaching out to me just for cash, they treat me like I'm not even a human anymore, I'm just a cash ATM for them, then I'd get it, because, yeah, that sucks, that's horrible. That's not what he's saying. It's so weird, like, his view on it, at least to me, I think it's weird. I'll sum up the next section where he tries to, like, relate to the average worker, saying that he knows how hard it is in today's job market. I know people looking for a job, and it sucks, getting ghosted and stuff like that. So now he's saying, like, oh, I get it, it's super, I relate. That's now his big thing that he's saying in this section. And then he goes on to talk about how he recognizes that he got really lucky with his makeup tutorials, so now he's got the position he's in, and now in his position he needs to learn how to humble himself.
And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry. especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that.
I was giggling so hard. He's going on like, okay, I really want to help now. I tried to find her message, but I fucking banished to the Shadow Realm somewhere along the way. I really want to help. I've learned my lesson. And then there's a cut, and then he's got the blanket pulled over him. He's tucking himself into bed. Why? It's so fake. It's so unbelievably fake.
And I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account. I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
What joke did you make, man? It was just insulting them. It was just berating them for having the gall to try and reach out to you in any capacity during a hard time. Where was the haha? I don't know why he's saying it like that. Like, I just, I love to rant, I love to yap, I love to laugh, I love to joke, and well, I just forgot that so many people like me and watch me, and this one came across bad. I shouldn't have been joking about this one. But you weren't joking. You were just insulting this person. What are you talking about? And it wouldn't have changed even if you had, like, a fraction of the people watching. You'd still be an asshole. Yeah, it'd still be fucking weird to have that response to it. So yeah, that's the James Charles stuff going on in a nutshell. I haven't heard that name in a long time, and it popped up today, and I had to watch that. What a wacky fucking rant. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. Yeah, I'm wearing a frown right now. And I know it doesn't look good on me. I don't like to frown, but sometimes I can't help it.
This is Nick's. She has a crazy order.
I want a double Butterburger. 2 of those, please. Family-sized curds, a large chocolate custard, concrete mixers, there you go. With that's chocolate ice cream, or the chocolate custard, and Oreos and cheesecake.
It'll be $45.79.
I'm a content creator. I don't know if you've heard of me before, Will Kelly. I'm sure you have.
No, unfortunately, I haven't heard of you. Sorry.
At first, I just thought this was rage bait. I kind of wrote it off as being too on the nose, too obvious that it was on purpose. Rage bait has become like a staple on Twitter and TikTok specifically because it's super effective at engagement farming. Then I took a deeper look at his page, watched a few videos on there, and I'm pretty sure he's just genuinely an asshole. This is just who he is. He has this self-importance about him now because he has a following, and he tries to spin a couple of these things positively, like, I give this food away to homeless people, which is another thing that a lot of TikTok douchebags try to do to deflect criticism. How dare you insult my cringe and my bad attitude and being obnoxious and annoying and disruptive to employees at these fast food establishments where I exploit them for my content and belittle them. Didn't you know that I gave this homeless guy a soda once? It's such a cringe tactic that they try to do. It's not actually because they're trying to do good in the world or help somebody. It's just so they can use it as a shield to deflect criticism. So I don't think that this is rage bait on purpose. He marches into so many fast food places like fucking Bubble Bass and just causes like a stir and just tries to make a spectacle out of things. At times, well, I'll show you in a second, he even goes back and like directly confronts a worker because he wasn't getting his order taken immediately upon getting in there. They didn't roll out the fucking red carpet and have pyrotechnics going off to celebrate his arrival to this fast food place. It's so fucking embarrassing.
Just me being here is like huge exposure for you, for the company. So let's make a deal. Do you really expect me to pay full price?
Unfortunately, I can't give you a discount.
You give me 10%.
Sorry. She's the manager. She'll do it. Okay. You're good, John.
I follow him on Instagram. Like, I see his videos and stuff. Like, how he's inspired me through like weight loss.
I don't know how he's inspired anyone to do anything other than just turn off their phone for the day from this unbearable, insufferable cringe that he produces. But I mean, it's great that he somehow had a positive impact on that guy when it comes to weight loss. But why should that entitle him to pay less for his food? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why does he get special privileges just because he posts some shit on TikTok and Instagram that has nothing to do with the order that's being placed here. I don't even understand why he's trying to haggle with them in the first place. Why is he putting up a big stink about paying full price for this meal for a guest that he brought in? His videos always follow the same formula, like 99% of the time. He brings in another overweight person and says, "This is what I ate at 600 pounds. It's crazy." Then they go in, place a huge order, then they sit down and have a yap session, which is usually just him flirting with the guest. It's fucking miserable to watch. I'd rather watch someone steal my car than watch him flirt with more people. But that is usually how it goes. Why is he now having an issue paying for that meal? It's the entire, like, bread and butter of his fucking content. It's so cringe. And this is why I thought it was rage bait initially, because he is actually going through, like, the bullet point checklist of a douchebag influencer that everyone spits on and throws tomatoes at. Oh, just my presence being here is great exposure for you and the business. The business being Culver's, it's doing just fine without you. It's a massive business. It is also one of my favorite fast food establishments. So him going in there with this kind of behavior, besmirching the good name of Culver's, already sickens me to my core. So he goes in there, disrespects this holy ground, and just hits all of the buzzwords, goes down the checklist of shit people hate from specimen like this that have this self-entitled attitude because they have followers online. And then he just goes through it one by one. Oh, exposure for you, exposure for the business is huge. My presence here, you're so lucky. What a privilege you get to take my order, that kind of thing. And it just feels like it's on purpose. But again, after like looking more into him, I think he is just this much of a douchebag.
I'm inspiring, Michelle. Let's work together here.
We can give you a 10% discount.
This is really what you're giving
I eat this every time. There's a reason. I mean,
Alrighty.
you want a drink?
Huh? No, I don't eat this poison anymore.
They just gave you a 10% discount and you're just right in front of them calling it all poison. Very classy, Will. So they do eventually just concede. They don't want to deal with this man-child anymore. They just say, all right, here's 10%. And then he hits a little shimmy. He just gets so gleeful, which is over the top and performative for the sake of the spectacle, the fucking circus that he's putting on here, where he's the main nose-honking clown for it. And even though it feels like it could be rage bait by design, I just don't think it is after looking more into his shit. And also, you can even see it kind of in the way that he treats someone who's being very positive about the impact he's had on their life, which again, is against all conventional wisdom. There's nothing that this guy has produced that I could ever see being inspirational to anyone other than just not wanting to end up like him because he's a fucking insufferable loser. But this guy at Culver's said that he knows this guy's content and it helped him with weight loss. And you know how Will responded to it? By just shaking his head, disregarding it entirely, and then trying to leverage that as a way of benefiting himself financially where he doesn't have to pay full price for the meal. He says verbatim, after that guy gave a pretty heartfelt endorsement like, hey, this content meant this to me, Will then just says, you see that, Michelle? I'm inspiring, so let's work out a deal. Like he's fucking Rick from Pawn Stars. So he completely disregards that guy's appreciation of his content. He doesn't even give you a thank you. He doesn't even really look at the guy. He completely ignores him. Instead just shakes his head and then instantly goes into trying to capitalize off of that like we got a new bargaining chip, so I'm definitely not paying full price, right? Look, this employee over there likes my shit. So come on, what are we doing here? Obviously he likes my shit. You're weird for not knowing me, Michelle. Especially all the exposure I'm going to bring you on a personal level. You can be the guy that gave me my order. You took my order, and people are going to throw flowers at you going down the street. You're the lady from Culver's that took Will's order? Holy shit. See, that's what I could do for you, Michelle. Like, that's his attitude. That is actually how he behaves, with or without cameras, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm changing my life.
Okay, that's
okay?
valid.
Please don't tip me, okay? I need a support
should I
system
tempt
next.
you? Right.
Santiago's not real. He's the man behind the camera. Don't speak to Santiago.
Them.
Huh? Oh, them. Of
Do
course.
not talk to the... I talk to the camera all the time.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're not talking to the cameraman. He's not human to us.
No. He's just a tripod.
We're on the same page here. So forget Santiago.
Forget Santiago. Who's he?
Nobody.
This is something I've been making a habit on calling out, and I'm going to keep doing it because it's important people realize that these kind of fucking dweebs, these kind of twerps, are not able to do what they do by themselves. It's not a one-person show, even though they are the main protagonist clown that appears in the content doing all the garbage. there is always a cameraman. In this case, we get his name. His name's Santiago. And they are now just humiliating him here, just insulting him. He's not human to us. Fuck that guy. That guy's a loser. Santiago sucks, pussy. That kind of thing, as he's filming all of it. And I'm sure he's in on the joke. But Santiago, do you get paid for this? Does Will pay you? I doubt it. These kind of worms, these scumbags, do not pay their camera people usually. And especially given Will's attitude, I bet he has convinced Santiago to do this for exposure dollars. Santiago, this is gonna blow your socials up, man. We're gonna make sure you also have a career as an influencer too. Yeah, I'll hold the camera when you start to blow up as well, man. Don't worry about it. But yeah, you're gonna do this for me, right? For free? I'm sorry, not free. For all the clout that you get to suckle from my fucking bosom, right? I thought so, Santiago. And we're gonna insult you a lot, by the way. That's gonna be like our main thing. You're gonna be like our spittoon, and don't worry, it's all in good fun, Santiago. I bet he's doing it for free. And if that is the case, then that's some real cuck shit, Santiago. All of these fucking TikTok influencer, pranksters, and shit like that do this same thing where the cameraman becomes the one they feel really comfortable insulting, and they just take it. And they get nothing out of it. They get no money. He's definitely not splitting the ad revenue. That never happens here. And I doubt that he's getting paid a salary for it. I doubt that he's getting paid per video that he films. I bet he gets nothing for it. And that shit is just as cringe as Will himself. Have some self-respect.
Next.
Yes.
I'm a bigger man.
Mm-hmm.
You've noticed this.
I have.
Do you find me attractive?
I do. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I want to serve you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's a lot of food. We're gonna get back to it later. I'm getting my Mac game on.
Gotcha.
You understand? Thumbs up.
Thumbs
Shout
up.
out to Denise.
Yeah.
Now let's look at this food. Shredder, you was really eating this?
I won't torture you with their conversation, but this is how like all of it goes, where he starts to activate the Riz Sharingan online Riz mode engaged. That kind of shit. It fucking sucks. I hate his voice too, by the way. His voice sounds like a fucking Ben 10 character on Helium. I can't stand the way he talks, and I'm pretty sure that's not his actual voice. I think that is something that he puts on for the sake of being like grating and over the top.
Whenever it's negative, everybody has something to say. Give me my flowers on my positive, bro. Give me my flowers. I've been going viral this week. A bunch of people have been reacting to my Culver's video, saying, who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Will Kelly, bro.
Whoa, dude, that went so hard, bro. I'm Will Kelly. Damn, oh my lord. That mic drop moment. Chills. Literal chills. Gave me goosebumps, Will. I hate this mentality where assholes like this do inevitably get talked about for some like dog shit. Specifically, the Culver's thing is what's blown up for him right now. People are making fun of him for it, insulting him for it. And it's so common for these main characters to start yapping about like, oh, why does no one ever give me my flowers for all the positive stuff I do? You must have missed the video where I went and gave a homeless guy a sip of my smoothie and then gave him $1. I saved his life and no one's talking about it. And in this one, no one's talking about my incredible weight loss, all this weight that I've lost recently. No one's giving me all my positive flowers there. I'm a force for good, not evil, even though the vast majority of what he does is disruptive trash. So they always fall back on like, here's like a couple of good things I did that obviously I filmed, because if I didn't film it, I can't profit from it, I can't benefit from it. So I'm using it as a shield and no one's talking about it. You can't insult me, by the way, because I did all this good stuff. I'm positive, baby. They always do that shit, and I'm so tired of it.
Will Kelly is who I think I am, dog. Will Kelly, that's who. I just lost 50 pounds in 2 months. Don't ask me why I'm arrogant. I'm the only innovator in my niche. Don't ask me why I'm arrogant. All the fat boys losing weight have copied my style of video. Don't ask me why I'm arrogant, bro. I got reasons to be, honestly. For the people who hate and just want negativity, get it off. I know you will anyway. I'm not tripping about it. I promise you I'm not.
Yeah, nothing says not tripping about it, unbothered, don't care, quite like having a whole rant and raving session about it, huh? Really don't care, do ya? Now, if I may, I'm gonna try and plant a little seed up there and see if I can get those neurons to activate, give you a little something to ponder. Why do you have a reason to be arrogant? Why not just be happy about your own improved health on this weight loss journey? Why do you have to be an asshole about it? It's not a requirement. You don't need to be. You're choosing to be. Because you are just an asshole, bro. Like, and he's also talking about innovating. You haven't innovated shit, man. This formula existed before you. This is like the most standard shit ever. He goes into restaurants, orders a lot of food, and sits down and yaps. Brother, what did you innovate? Nothing. All you did is come up with your own catchphrase of, this is what I ate at 600 pounds. It's crazy. That shit sucks. That's a flop. That is a full-blown fucking blunder. There is nothing you've done that is innovative. And there's nothing you are doing that I think would warrant this kind of attitude. The way it comes across is that he was fishing for any kind of excuse to express his inner douchebaggery. Like, I've lost 50 pounds. Don't ask me why I'm arrogant. I have reasons to be, honestly. Fuck that, man. How about just not being an arrogant asshole? How about just not being a fucking loser about it and using it as maybe something inspirational? Like that guy at Culver's who somehow did find, buried deep in this trash, something motivational for his own personal health journey. And instead of like engaging with that, he instead just doesn't even look at him, gives him a side eye like, see that? Inspirational. Now where's my money saved on this order? By the way, I'm a big deal.
Yeah, Jamba Juice when I was over 600 pounds. It was crazy. Let's check it out. All right, guys. Today, we are at the legendary Jamba Juice. I actually have a Jamba Juice song. Jamba Juice, juice, juice. Jamba Juice, juice, juice. Jamba Juice, juice, juice. Jamba Juice. Do that anymore? I just order the food and give it away. Let's see what I used to get. Sure do wish I could get some service.
Huge baby shark cover there, awesome stuff, banger. And he goes on about like what he used to order, and now he just orders it and gives it away. And then he's getting upset because he's not getting any service. Open your eyes, Buster. You are literally leaning on the kiosk that says to order and pay there. Holy shit, you dummy. And I bet it had only been like 45 seconds of him standing there. And then he immediately just gets rambunctious. Oh, I'm not getting any service. Where's the manager? This is outrageous. So he starts to walk back behind the counter to find someone to take his order, even though he was literally stationed right in front of the place where he places the order. If he didn't duct tape Santiago's mouth shut, I bet he would have piped up and said, hey man, you order right there. But perhaps he put the fear of God in Santiago where he's afraid to speak out. I don't know. But this is so cringe, man.
Excuse me, sir. What's going on, man?
Yo, no, you can't be back here.
Oh, we can't. Oh, my bad. I was just wondering if you can take my order.
Yeah, but I'm doing it, so you gotta wait. Like,
all right, yeah, no, I'll wait.
Nah, but what you, like, can't just be walking back here.
All right, bro, I'll go back over there. I do it whenever I'm not getting my order, man. I'm doing it whenever I'm not getting my order. I literally was just telling you I'm up here waiting. Bro, I'm over here now. We good.
You slimy greaseball. He goes back there with the cameraman, making sure to point it at the worker, berating him. Oh, I just do this when I'm not getting my order. I always do this when I'm not getting my order. Did you know I was up there for like 15 seconds? Dude, where were you? It was a ghost town in here. What do you mean I'm supposed to order at the thing that says to place your order there? No, that can't be right. This is your fault. This is your fault. You're a bad person for making me wait. Don't you know I'm trying to do incredible things in the world right now? And you are hindering that journey.
I don't even gotta take your order, but like, why are you coming back here like that?
Dog, I'm back over here. We good. Got his attention. Oh, we can order on the pad, bro? Oh, okay. My bad, man. It's just you working, bro? Yeah, I feel you. Clearly hates his job. I just made his job more difficult. Kinda feel like a jerk. Kinda don't care.
You're so tough, man. Holy shit, bro. Just doesn't care that he made his job worse because Will gets content out of it. Huge exposure for that guy, by the way. I bet he's going to see this video and be so thankful that Will did this for him. I bet that's so awesome. Bro, Will really is a saint. You see the way that he marches back there with the camera guy and then just makes his day worse, this guy who's working at Jamba Juice and making sure that he can use this for the maximum amount of juice for the squeeze for his content. Will, buddy, what a guy. So cool.
I get the mango go. I love the mango go, okay? Get the large mango go. I really hope the guy that back there, you know what, bro? He can spit in my drink if he wants to, all right? I was thinking, like, he seems pretty peeved. He might want to spit in my drink or something like that. If he spits in my drink, I'm not drinking it, you feel me? But maybe I shouldn't give it to a homeless person. Maybe I skip that this time. I think maybe. This is the chocolate waffle, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a bowl, sorry.
Nah, it's cool. My order was wrong. Am I gonna make a fuss about this? No, because I've already done way too much in this establishment. I'm glad I'm not the old Will Kelly.
True, we're all thankful you're not the old Will. Because, the establishment wouldn't have survived. He would have burnt this bitch to the ground. He would have completely dismantled this place like he was Godzilla in there. Just ravaging it for getting his order wrong. But if I may, Will, why do you care that the order's wrong if you're giving it away? You're not eating it. Why does it matter if the order's wrong? Why are you going to have them go and fix it? That seems unnecessary. If the whole point is, this is what I used to eat when I was 600 pounds, but now I don't. This is going to be given to someone that's hungry out there, a homeless person. If that's the case, Will, why make a fuss about the order being wrong? You even say that you're not going to make a big deal out of it, but you are having them fix your order and you are annoyed that they got it wrong. Doesn't really make sense now, does it? That doesn't pass the smell test. Are you eating it, Will? Is this for you? And you're just pretending to give it away? Not really sure. I don't understand why you'd be upset about that, though. But anyway, he went on about, like, oh, how unhealthy and how sugary and how many calories these things actually are, which, he's right, they are a lot of calories. And it's not like a secret. You can see the amount of calories when you're placing these orders in a lot of places. I'm not super familiar with Jamba Juice. But basically what he's doing is like the lowest form of like, look, all this food that I was eating turns out was bad for me. Insightful. Truly insightful. Anyway, I'll stop blabbering about his bad attitude. That's about it. See ya. I've watched a lot of police chases. And typically, it's just the meat and potatoes. I don't usually see any of the foreplay, like what led up to it. I don't get a ton of the lore. It will often start as the chase is underway, and then they tell you what's happened to get there, like the previously on Dragon Ball Z recap, like armed robbery, stolen vehicle, stuff like that. But it often neglects the world building, and it doesn't flesh out the main character. I don't get a ton of lore. But I did just watch one that I did get to learn a lot about the person who instigated the chase. His name is Ashton. And while the chase with Ashton itself was pretty standard by the book stuff, the narrative that was built up around it was something pretty fresh, and I wanted to share that experience with all of you. So Ashton and his buddies were on their motorcycles, and they were hooting and hollering, doing some wheelies on the public roads, and cops saw them do that. And obviously that's a big no-no. You can't be doing that because obvious reasons. You endanger yourself and the other people on the road if you lose control doing shit like that. It's just dangerous. So they went for a traffic stop, and Ashton and his friend decided, kick rocks, pussy, and fled. But they didn't just flee. Ashton, I believe, was looking to try and make a viral TikTok video out of it. So him and his friend actually came back around and started taunting the officers, who initially weren't really chasing them or anything. They had stopped somebody else, but they really wanted to do everything they could to goad them into a chase. So they came back circling around in the intersection like fucking clout obsessed goblin sharks, and then eventually the police do engage in a chase. And spoiler alert, it doesn't go super well for Ashton, and he ends up looking like a whiny, pathetic little bitch at the end. But I found it really interesting, and I got invested in this chase because I did get a whole story with it. And Ashton is a really unlikable guy because he's the one, and his friend are the ones that instigated this chase and escalated it to a point where it became dangerous for all of the innocent people on the road, and themselves as well, obviously. And they knowingly did it on purpose, not to try and desperately save themselves, but because they were looking to make a really hype YouTube video about being chased by the cops, the fuzz is on our ass, but we outran them, that type of thing. At least that's what I believe they were trying to do here. I think that comes across pretty clear in the footage from Ashton's GoPro. And I think it's really cringe. Oh, it was. It was this. Cocky teen's brilliant escape plan ruins his life in minutes. Is this AI, or does he actually have the license plate that says will run? That's gotta be an AI. Or Photoshop. No, it's actually real.
Performing stunts on a busy road. He initiates a traffic stop, but he doesn't realize they have no intention of cooperating. Especially one teen who will do anything to flaunt his stunts right in front of them.
I hate that shit. It's not even cool, it's just cringe. Will run. Alright, tough guy.
Right in front of them.
office a little bit more.
Man, this guy sounds like a character out of the Amazing Digital Circus.
6:42 p.m. on March 12,
Why has he got a voice like a cartoon
2024,
character?
in the Port Orange.
Damn, what is this doodad here? Like an EMF reader for cops. The fuck is this? I haven't seen that before.
Soon the three bikes come to a stop at a traffic signal.
I 12F from a beach unit last week, so I was just trying to see if I can get him a park on.
Just ask him nicely to park.
The plate on a
He's just
gray bike
goofing around with that
will
license
run.
plate.
The teen riding that bike is 19-year-old Ashton. And just like
Hi,
before,
Ashton.
he has no intention of stopping, already setting his plan in motion the moment he realizes the sergeant is following them. But Ashton and another biker quickly sense the sergeant's intentions and take off before he can stop them, leaving the third rider behind.
Bye, friends. Oh, he lunged at him like it was Left 4 Dead.
Insurance card. What did I do? I watched you do a wheelie on Dunlawton.
What is she doing here? Is she part of this? Peanut Gallery's chiming in over here, live on the front lines.
With her on the back. I got him. Who's the guy you're riding next to?
I don't know them. I met up with them randomly. And we were gonna
Ma'am, I'm busy.
go to the gas station.
Post it on YouTube if you want.
Which gas station?
Having a voice like that at 19's gotta be brutal.
I pulled into, just pulled into Wawa real quick. You passed. I see you passing. I saw you. I'm catching up.
Man, sounding like an Animaniac. It's pretty cool! Said he's so badass. What's the cop doing getting the fucking car, dude? The cop was gonna run after him. Yeah, I don't know why he was walking towards him.
Decides to take off after Ashton and his companion. The sergeant decides to stay.
Why would... What are you thinking, man? What? Fucking Bazooka Joe over here is gonna speed walk at him? What do you... Why, man? Just get in the car. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna go yoke him off that bike. I was hoping that I could hold him down.
Yoke him off that bike? Is that even an express? What does yoking someone off mean?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna stroke him a wheelie ticket. Oh, I will 100%. 1166 with her on the back. Kidding me?
But once isn't enough, and Ashton decides to return to rub his escape skills in the face of the police.
His escape skills. Brother, they're not chasing him. What escape skills? He just drove away. They stopped somebody else.
I promise you. So I went and got gas at some like Circle K.
Circle K?
Some Circle K over on Port Orange.
I can't hear Circle K anymore without thinking of that Drake verse. Running out of sodas, I might walk to Circle K by myself.
While units desperately hit the gas to catch up with the lieutenant already in pursuit of Ashton, the teen appears more thrilled by the chase than anything else, weaving dangerous.
This used to be popular content on YouTube. I see a lot of people saying this is the result of TikTok. It's not. I feel like a lot of people forgot that a long time ago on YouTube, there was an entire community of people that would get on their bikes and instigate cop chases. Like the most notable was Ghost Rider. Forgot the numbers, but it was Ghost Rider and then some numbers. This has been around for decades. This isn't anything new. It's not. This is not like a point and blame TikTok type of thing. Just because this guy has like TikTok voice, it's not the result of that.
And putting the lives of others on the road at risk.
I'm like, bro, there's a cop.
spike strips are a no-go, it'll kill the biker. Well, no shit, they're not gonna spike strip the bikes going like 80.
I said might as well.
Yeah, that's just insta-killing someone.
Yeah.
So I get the chopper out to take a peek.
GoPro on the head. Looks like he's got some red writing on
Which,
the back of that hoodie.
pretty OP, you can't really beat the
Red
chopper.
wheels.
You can go under like a bridge and hope for the best, but it's pretty tough.
Let's see, we're passing the runway coming up on Riddle.
Damn, I thought we were gonna get to come around and
Come around and what?
He's a bright-eyed Williamson.
You gonna pit
now.
maneuver the
Williamson
bike?
ISP, still westbound.
Just kill the guy?
Yep, keep eyes there on. He's gonna run out of gas at some point. The speeds he's been running, he didn't get fuel, so he's gonna stop somewhere.
Doing about 130, and he's pulling away from us.
Authorities in Volusia
Seminole
County
County.
alert Sanford police officers to be on the lookout.
Heard that one a lot.
With multiple units now joining the chase. They
That
begin
one's
to
been
close
very
in,
popular in
waiting
chases.
for Ashton to stop, but he knows they're after him and still has one last trick up his sleeve.
Yeah, he doesn't know where he's going. He's making a
Oh
U-turn.
no, that's desperate.
Towards HCA. At French, just ran the light at French, going westbound 46. Alright, he's at 7-Eleven, he's probably out of gas.
That quick?
Black hoodie, get back on the bike, tan pants, black helmet, white bike, whitish gray bike.
1957.
Alright, somebody just tried to step out with him, he stopped at 2nd and Oak.
Get off the bike! Get off the bike! Turn off the bike and get off the bike! Turn off the bike and get off the bike!
I'm just a little baby boy! I'm just a baby boy! I'm just a baby boy! Stop it!
Just making contact, one at gunpoint.
Get off the bike! Get off!
Just a kid, I give up.
What the f- Officer action out here going for the RKO. He almost just ate shit. What was that? Do they teach that in training? What the fuck was this? It was like a dog with the zoomies.
Get off the bike and get off the bike!
Just a kid.
Get off the bike!
I'm cooperating. I'm just a kid.
2 units making contact, one at gunpoint.
Here he comes.
Get off the bike! Get off!
Just a kid. I give up. I give up. I'm just a kid.
You messed up,
I'm
bro.
just a kid.
You messed up.
Adrenaline got the best of him, yeah. Man hit that fucking pure away. I'm so curious what his plan was. What was this maneuver? Like he was gonna throw him over the bike or something? Like tabletop him?
You messed up.
Now the video doesn't go as hard, Ashton. You just keep saying you're a kid, man. You've ruined how cool and badass the video you were making was.
Yep. You're done, bro.
Second
No, bro.
Oh, just stop it, man. Now you're making it worse.
You're gonna call your mom?
At least try and act hard.
None of that.
You were doing that so much earlier.
That's cute. Will run. Look at that. Look at that. What's your mom gonna say about that? We'll get caught. You got a GoPro. We're gonna take that as evidence.
Alert to Volusia, they got one secure.
Stand him up. Come on. Hurry, put your legs in.
No, not really. Just a kid. I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid.
Now you make everything worse. So now you're going to jail with multiple counties, multiple felonies.
Oh, fucking Goober's getting cooked, bro.
Thank God you are still standing here, not there. How old are you?
What did she say about the tag?
What was that?
What did she say about the tag?
I don't know if she's ever seen it or not. So.
I bet she's proud though, bro. This was pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, I took it off so you could submit it for evidence.
Hey, news. Your son and another motorcyclist that was with him decided to ride back from wherever they had fled to into the intersection of Williamson and International Speedway Boulevard, doing circles in the intersection, taunting us to come chase them. He then fled.
And is that a crime to have fun with the police?
Well, it's all on video. Okay.
Since when can we not have a little bit of
Another deputy
sport?
tried to stop him because they located him at Buc-ee's in the parking lot. He fled from that, lieutenant. And eventually the helicopter got on top of him, and he decided to drive over I-4 at over 130 miles an hour.
That's the speed
Blowing
limit.
through red lights, in and out of traffic.
Red lights are more of a
And lo
suggestion.
and behold, he ends up over here where
I-4?
I-4, he
But there's not red lights. So.
Okay, let's stop.
But you're just saying around.
He's running red lights all night.
So basically, he fled. You know where the speedway is?
Shit, she's a lawyer.
Once he
She's
got to
good.
the speedway,
She's
he
good.
just
She
started
got him.
running it. And he
he was blowing through all the red lights, and once he got, you know, if you take Speedway towards this direction, it merges onto I-4. Then he got on I-4, and he did basically what the max speed of the bike was because he was outrunning our helicopter.
Okay, but do you think he was just scared and trying to just
No, I think he's
get home?
stupid.
Because I don't.
No, I think he's stupid.
Live here, you know, he doesn't.
Why would he
know.
come back and do wheelies?
Ma'am,
and
he's
flick people off and
he's
stuff?
fleeing the police. You're trying to make excuses for him. He's being stupid tonight. He's lucky he didn't
That doesn't
kill
sound like he's
himself
not
or somebody
stupid
else.
though.
I agree with
But
that.
he's not
If this is
stupid.
what happened, I agree.
If this is what, it's all on
But
video.
I don't believe necessarily.
He's been videoing it with his damn GoPros.
Going around, I believe that he was probably scared and just wanted to.
So he was so
Damn,
scared
she's
that he decided
good.
to do circles in the middle of International Speedway Boulevard, taunting us to come chase him.
Question, ma'am. Why do you think he has a tag on his vehicle that says "Will Run"?
Because it was bike week and it was a joke.
Okay,
Actually,
and you've been a driver and a motorist for quite some time, right? You know you're not supposed to have any other tag other than what's registered on your vehicle. This isn't a joke, and I will tell you, for people like him, it's a culture. This is what they do. They post on YouTube of running from the car.
Wow, wait, this guy knows ball. He's 100% right. That's exactly what I was talking about, like with Ghost Rider. Wow, this guy kind of knows his shit, huh? It wasn't just being stupid. This guy's 100% right. It is for his videos. Like, that is entirely the whole reason he did it. This guy's right. I mean, it is stupid, but it's not just because he's a fucking idiot. It's because he's obsessed with clout. He yoked him. That's what the cop was doing. Oh, that maneuver over the bike, that was the yoke? Damn, they gotta keep that one in the lab. They gotta workshop it. So what'd they get him with? Wow. That hair goes crazy.
Fleeing, attempting to elude ×3, possession of a counterfeited license plate, over-the-line possession of counterfeit license plate, counterfeit motor vehicle registration, misdemeanor, resisting obstructing an officer, reckless driving, and altering license plate validation sticker. His total bond for both cases
Damn.
is $199,100.
That's nothing though, because the awesome video that he filmed will easily pay for that off the AdSense. As long as he cuts out the ending with the whole, like, spamming I'm a kid stuff.
$50. Eventually, he was found guilty.
Oh.
4 counts of fleeing, attempting to elude, and counterfeit motor vehicle registration. The remaining charges were dismissed. Ultimately, he was sentenced to 6 months in jail, 48 months probation, 2 years driver's license revocation, and community service.
Damn, Ashton. But how epic was that experience though, huh, brother? Not having license for 2 years in Florida must suck. Bro, that's just more of a suggestion. Him not having a license isn't gonna do shit. He's 1000% driving right now. Do you think he'll post the video? Like his GoPro POV? I guarantee you he already has somewhere. There's no doubt in my mind he has.